Hello friends, in today's video we are going to discuss features of 806 microprocessor. So first point is that it is a 40-pin dual inline package IC, and what do we mean by this thing? That it will look like this. Okay, this is a 40-pin IC and this is not 806 microprocessor, but yeah, 806 microprocessor will look like just like this. Okay, this is a 40-pin IC and this is an example of dual inline package. 20 pins are at this side and 20 pins are at this side. Okay, second thing is that it works on 5 volt. So here it is, it needs power supply of plus 5 volt. Okay, then next thing is it operates on frequency range of 6 to 10 megahertz. So its operating frequency is 6 to 10 megahertz. Next is it is a 16-bit microprocessor. It is a 16-bit microprocessor, and it means that at a time it can perform maximum 16-bit operation. That means if you want to add true number or to subtract true number or to multiply any logical operation, then you can use maximum 16-bit of data for that purpose. So it is a 16-bit microprocessor, and due to this its ALU and its all internal registers that can be used as 16-bit only, not for 32-bit. Even you can take some operations of 8-bit, but the maximum that you can work at a time is only of 16-bit. Next point is it has 16-bit data bus. So if at this point you will compare this with 805 microprocessor, then in that case 805 microprocessor had 8-bit data bus, but here 806 has 16-bit data bus. So it means that it is faster than 805 microprocessor in the terms of that it can access 16-bit data at a time. Okay, so we have 16-bit data bus, and if we want to access a data of 8-bit, then we can also access 8-bit data at a time. So either we can access 8-bit data or 16-bit data, but maximum at a time only 16-bit data can be accessed using data bus. Next point is that it has 20-bit address bus. So 20-bit address bus means that we can access maximum memory. It will be 2 to the power 20, and this is equal to 1 megabyte. So we can access maximum 1 megabyte of memory with the 806 microprocessor because it has 20 bit of address bus, and with 20 bits we can access 2 to the power 20, that is equal to 1 megabytes of memory. Next point is that it can perform 806 can perform fixed point arithmetic. That means if you want to use 8086 only, in that case you can only perform arithmetic operations having data type fixed point. Okay, so that means you can't use decimal numbers here. Okay, so if you want to perform some decimal operations, or you can say floating point operations, in that case you will have to use 8087 coprocessor with the 806 microprocessor, and with the help of 807 coprocessor 806 can perform complex mathematical functions also. So from here you can see that with 806 we can perform fixed point arithmetic, and if we are using 807, that is coprocessor, in that case we can perform floating point operation also. Okay, next point is that 806 is designed to operate in two mode. First is minimum mode and second one is maximum mode. So what is minimum mode and what is maximum mode? You can take a clue. Maximum, okay, you can take a clue from our previous points. When it will be behaving as fixed point arithmetic operation performer, okay, when it will be performing only fixed point operations, that means when only 806 processor is used, in that case a single processor is used, and we will say that 806 is performing operation in minimum mode, right? But if you are using 807 with 8086 microprocessor, okay, if you are using 8087 co-processor with 8086, in that case there will be two processors, there will be two masters. Okay, so in that case 8086 cannot generate signals to access memory or to access input output devices. In that case we need external bus controller to generate signals. Okay, so what we understand here, for minimum mode there will be only one processor, that means only 8086 will be there, and for maximum mode there will be 8086 along with 8087, that means it will be a multi-processor environment. Okay, and as there are multiple processors, in that case 8086 will not generate control signals for all the processors, so their external bus controller will be used to generate control signals. So from our point we can also say that 8086 can perform can work in multi-processor environment. Next point is that it can prefetch up to 6 instructions bytes at a time. Okay, at a time means it can prefetch, so we can say it can prefetch 6 instruction bytes from memory, and it will save those bytes into the Q register, or you can say Q. Okay, so next point is 8086 has two blocks. It has BIU, that is called bus interface unit, and second one is execution unit. Here bus interface unit is used to perform operations like instruction fetching or reading and writing operands from memory or from the input output devices. Okay, and execution unit is used to execute the instructions that was fetched by bus interface unit. So we will discuss these two points in detail, but for now these all were the features of 8086 microprocessor. So friends, if you like this video, then please put a like symbol there and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.